Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Diane Deziel and today I'm showing you the basic construction, very simple, for kids block. I will show you the bodice block, and before you ask, I'm going to answer a question. Is it possible to use that recipe for men's block? And the answer is yes, why not? Now hopefully you did got a few measurements from the kid that you want to do the garment for, especially the horizontal measurement. And with these measurements, you're going to look at the chart that I put on my website, and then you could decide the size that you will follow for the rest of the measurement. And that's what I did to do my block. Also, you could go get the PDF in the website where you're going to find the plan of the construction for the kids block and also for the kids sleeve. On this paper, you're not going to have the measurements since you're going to use the measurement of the kids that you want to do the block for, but all the division that I did are on the plan, and also the little drawing will help you a lot to do your own. Now, just like I did for the women's block, I'm going to start with the center back. So you're going to trace a straight line down. Then on that line, we're going to place the back waistline, that is from the neck point to the waist level on the center back. For this example, I'm redoing the size 4, so my center back length is 24.5 centimeter. Then to find the bust level, I'm going to divide this segment in two and go 5 millimeter down. From that point, I'm going to square a line across the paper. Next, you're going to take the bust measurement of the kid, and since we're doing half a garment pattern, you're going to divide this measurement by 2, then add 2 centimeters for ease. For this example, my bust measurement is 56. I divided by 2, I got 28, and I added a 2 centimeters for ease. It gives me 30 centimeters. Now that measurement, I'm going to place it on my square line, and I'm also going to indicate the middle point, so 15, and that's going to be my side seam. Now at the end of your measurement, this is going to be your center front. So you're going to place your ruler there, square, and trace a line towards top and bottom. Now we're going to do the waist right away. So you could trace a square from center back or center front, touching the waist point that we found, from center back to center front. Now to complete this waist measurement, you're going to need the body measurement of the waist of the kid. And for the waist, you're going to divide right away by 4 because we're going to place 1/4 from the center back and 1/4 from the center front. So you do your calculation. I got 13 centimeters. And to that 1/4 of the waist measurement, you're going to add 1 centimeter ease. So for me, it will be 14 centimeters. We place the 14 cm from center back and 1 time from center front. Then you could connect to the half point at the bust level. Now the next step is going to be to trace the across the back and across the front line. You have both of these measurements on the chart that I provide, and since these measurements have been taken from one side to the other and we're doing half a front and half a back, you're going to have to divide these measurements by 2. Now both of my calculations are done. Now we're going to find at which level we place those measurements. It's usually the first quarter of the center back length. So divide your center back length by 4 and place your 1/4 from the neck point. Then you could trace from that point or 1/4 from center back to center front, square with the center back. Now on that line, I'm going to start from the center back, put my 11 centimeter and add an extra 5 millimeter for ease. Now on the front, you're also going to put your measurement from the center front, but this time don't put the ease, because when I did it with the ease, the kid had trouble to move because there was extra fabric in the front. So no ease. Now from both of these points, you're going to square line top and bottom from the bust line all the way up. We're going to continue the tracing of the bodice by doing the neck. Place your ruler 90 degrees from center back at the neck point, and you're going to trace the square line, but this time stop about half of the bodice. Now let's find the width of the neck, or half the width of the neck. That should be 1/10 of the half bust measurement. So the 28 centimeter. And to that measurement, you're going to add 2.5 centimeter. For those who work with centimeter, it's pretty easy to calculate since you only have to place a comma next to the first number. So 1/10 of 28 would be 2.8 centimeter plus my 2.5. Now from that point, you're going to square up. Now how much are we going to go up? We're going to raise it 1/20th of the half bust measurement. So again, the 28 centimeter divided by 20. And to that measurement, we're going to add a 3 millimeter. If my 1/10 was 2.8, the 1/20th is going to simply be half of that, so 1.4 centimeter plus my 3 millimeter. Now we could right away trace the back neckline. Remember to keep it straight or square for 2 or 3 centimeter and connect with the new raise point. The next thing that you will need is the measurement for the shoulder length. And here you will notice that I did not use the measurement on the paper, but I used the measurement of the size before because you know that I did it already, and I found that using that measurement was giving me an armhole that was too curved, too deep. So that's the measurement that I use one size before or one size smaller. Now I'm going to take that measurement, so 7.75, put my 0 on the raise point and pivot my ruler until my measurement of 7.75 touch the square line, the top square line. Then you could trace your shoulder. Now we're going to trace right away the back armhole. So you could see that the back is complete. You're going to trace from the shoulder point to the shoulder blade with a very soft curve. And then from the across the back, you're going to trace all the way to the underarm point. Now we're ready to complete the front. So from the back neck point, I want you to measure 5 millimeter up. Then trace a square line from that raised 5 millimeter point all the way to the center front. Now we'll be doing the front neck. First, the vertical measurement. From that point, you're going to measure down 1/10 of the half bust, so still the 28 centimeter, plus 2.75 centimeter. Now we have the depth of the neck on the front. We're going to find the width of the neck. That is going to be again 1/10 of the half bust, so the 28 centimeter. And to that measure, you're going to add 2.25 centimeter. Now we could trace the front neckline. That is a deep curve that should start with a 90 degree for about 5 millimeter and reaching to that top point. Here, just as a reference, I did square towards the left and towards the bottom, so I could give you a measurement for the depth of your curve. Here I got from the corner about 2 centimeters for the depth of the curve. Now we're ready to do the front shoulder, and to do the front shoulder, you're going to go back on the back plan from the neck point that you also use for the tip of the shoulder, and you're going to measure about 7 millimeter down. Then you're going to trace square with the center front, touching that 7 millimeter down. Now you could take your shoulder measurement, the same that you use in the back, and we're going to place it on the front from the neck point, touching that new line. So put the 0 at the front neck and shoulder and pivot your ruler until that 7.75 touch that new line. Then you could trace. Then to complete the front, we just have to trace the new armhole. So I'm going to do the same way. tracing from the tip of the shoulder to the across the front with a very light curve and then a deeper curve to do the underarm part until the side seam. We're only missing armhole notches so we could do the sleeve. So for front and back, the notch is usually the first third of the armhole from the underarm point. In the front you place one notch and in the back you place a double notch. Now to be able to do the sleeve block, we're going to get ready by taking the measurement of the armhole back and front separately. You're going to take it from the underarm point, stop at the notch to write down the measurement, and then take the full measurement all the way to the tip of the shoulder, and you do the same thing for the back. To do the construction of the sleeve, you're going to need one more measurement from your bodice plan. And that measurement that you need is the straight line from the underarm point to the highest part of the shoulder. This measurement is the X measurement that I will need on my sleeve plan. Now, one last detail that I almost forgot. From the chart that I gave you, you also have a front waist length. And it's better to check because due to the posture of the kid that is really straight, you might need to add a few millimeters. So take this measurement and put it from the bottom of the neck at the center front and put the measurement that you found. Here I found 22.2 centimeters. And that little adjustment could be between a few millimeters, 3 millimeters to 1 centimeter. Then you're going to trace square with the center front from that level on about 2 to 3 centimeters. Then we'll be able to connect with the side seam that we already have. To connect both levels, you're going to do like a stretch S shape, curving up and then down. Now your bodice is completed. It's ready to retrace on another paper and put your seam allowance. Don't forget that you need an opening for this bodice, so allow a seam allowance or at the center front or at the center back because your bodice needs to be open all the way down. That's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to share my video. Thanks for watching and I see you next time.